put into the fucking mining industry in the last 12, 13 years, right? So you're a mining CEO. You've got a proven reserve. You've got an asset in Congo and Guyana and Zambia and fucking Peru and Chile and what's in Alabama. Okay, you can't raise money. So in come the Chinese. They do what's called a prepaid offtake agreement. Okay, they finance your production facility. Okay, and then they have a long-term offtake agreement to buy your goods for the life of the project. That's how they solidify it. If you look in the nest, I'm going to put something in the nest now. Okay, here, look in the nest. Right, this will explain ESG to you very simply. On the left-hand side of the column, you've got China is basically strong in rare earths and nothing else. Look down at the bottom, hydrocarbons, the U.S. Okay? Now, look to the right side of the chart. So all ESG is Fink, Biden, Trudeau, all of these cucks, okay, who have fucking stolen everything from the people of their fucking countries. Davos, the WWF, they're all owned by China. They're pawns. And ESG is a ploy to take the political and economic power from the United States, which is currently in hydrocarbons, and move it over to metals for these stupid fucking imbecilic fucking EV batteries, okay, which are fucking retarded, okay? They make absolutely no sense. I made the fucking metals for those fucking things before anybody on this phone heard anything about ESG and fucking cobalt and nickel and zinc, okay, which everyone is now for 10, 12 years in Africa. Okay, so all ESG is taking the political and economic power from the left side of the chart down at the bottom in hydrocarbons and moving it to the right side of the chart with who now owns the natural resource supply chain, which are the Chinese. That's it. And for everybody here on the phone, write this down. If you think that there's a problem now with the worldwide supply chain with Russia, you just wait until 2 or 3 years from now when $500 million has been spent by all to transition their fleets from ICE to these fucking stupid ass electric cars. Okay? Wait until you see what happens then. This is just a little prelude for the fucking wreckage that's coming. All brought to you by the CCP, Davos, and their fucking cucks. Biden, Trudeau, all of them. It is a game. They know exactly what they're doing. Think, all of them. China can put a new coal plant in every other day, and Larry Fink's on his hands and knees sucking their freaking, you know what. And Larry Fink's got no problem at all with BlackRock owning shares in Nike and Gap and the rest of these companies, Walmart, right? In the meantime, over here, they've turned a full-on fucking war. They've turned it into a fucking war with the hydrocarbon business. I hope that God oil goes to $500 a barrel because that's what they deserve.
Three aces. That's that was remarkable. By the way, I'm a mining engineer myself, and I second everything you said. It makes absolutely perfect sense. Funny because it's exactly what you said that's happening. They're pushing for all the AV initiatives. And if you take a look, just look at the look what's happening with all the uranium projects right now, and how they're becoming all feasible. Look what's happening all across the world, and how all the commodities, all the metals are becoming super feasible because of that EV initiative that all the G7 countries are trying to push forward. But you're right. You're absolutely right. The necessary, the infrastructure, the foundation is already there. They're pretty much just trying to reinvent the wheel.
It's a crime. It's a crime that's being perpetuated on fucking humanity. Climate change, ESG, COVID, stolen elections. These motherfuckers are going for broke. Look in the nest, okay? Look in the nest. If there's one person, anybody here who's ever met, it's me, who knows exactly how much materials it takes to make the metals that go into these stupid fucking worth of natural resources pulled out of the ground, okay, to make one Tesla fucking battery. Okay? Oh, and for the environment. Right, okay. It's just one fucking fraud after the next, after the next, after the next, after the next out of these people.
I don't think for everybody in the crowd, I don't know if I've ever heard anybody with as much experience and knowledge on the commodities and things like that too. So, I definitely want to reiterate his point there as well.
Bro, 60 tons of sulfuric acid to make 1 ton of cobalt. The environment? The fuck are these people talking about? The environment. It's fraud.
A fraud.
It's flat out fraud. Flat out.
I was with Barrick, so gold.
Nice.
But now I'm a consultant, so we deal with a lot of things. And one of the things we were looking at was feasibility. I don't want to say the name of the client, but there's a lot of uranium that's coming out of Saskatchewan that's becoming very feasible nowadays because of this stupid EV initiative that we were just discussing.
Right. It's unfucking believable.
Well,
yeah, actually zinc, the battery metals in Africa until the scamdemic hit, and now I'm actually also in gold. I'm in Guyana now.
Well, I think too, like a lot of things that people don't realize is a lot of these electric power plants that are powering the electric vehicles are powered by coal and some of these other energies that they wouldn't consider necessarily green. So it's just all a farce, scam.
Well, let's see how far they take us with this, because right now it seems like their initiative is working very well. The people are paying for this. The people are pretty much the ones standing at the gas pumps paying freaking $5 per gallon, and who knows how long this is gonna stay at $5 with just people holding their breath and trying to push an agenda that's not just reasonable for the entire world. So that's why I said, I just see this coming. I just see this coming because we're talking about what's promoted as the greatest and the greatest currency in the world. So let's see how far they defend this agenda under the cost of the American people. It's pretty sad to say, and it's very sad to see, actually. So let's see how far they push this, because I don't know how long until people are gonna start to make rights, and life is gonna become unaffordable, because it's not just America, by the way. There are economies of the first one was to go down was Sri Lanka, actually, and that's all due to the arrogance of politicians. If they were to just get along, set a certain global goal, a realistic, proper global goal for everybody, we wouldn't be in this mess right now.
Bro, it's, the Buddha said pain is the source of all evolution of mankind. Okay. And the one thing that I know about the truth, right? Just look at COVID. Okay. And all of the fraud with the masks, and all of the fraud with the lockdowns, and all of the fraud with the vaccines, and all of the fraud and everything else. There wasn't one thing a patriot could have told a swamp creature to convince them to change their mind, and vice versa. It was COVID itself with Omicron and the truth of COVID that came back and took all of these fucking imbeciles' heads off and proved that they were lying through their fucking teeth, which, you know, I'm actually kind of sad we're going into a recession, because really what it's going to take is, you know, $250, $300 a barrel for the price of oil to get these fucking liberal imbeciles, right, who all they know how to do is watch fucking CNN and MSNBC and talk all this complete fucking rubbish, right, to get them to put their fucking stupid cell phones down and go figure out what's actually happening. We need pain, okay? Maybe the $1 price of WTI, I think, would do the trick.
If you guys don't have anything else, I guess we could also wrap it if nobody has any other topics. I know we've been going at this for a couple hours, so up to y'all.
The Michael Burry tweet about the BP statistical review. If you really want to learn about that, what we just talked about, it really gives a really good review and gives you numbers from 2011, and it can show you, you know, that the carbon dioxide emissions since 2011 has actually increased, and 13% of the renewable production for energy, for electricity, came from renewables, right? Generation in 2021 came from renewables. However, the carbon dioxide emissions has increased by 5.7% from 2021. Well, I mean, 2020 was different, but like from 2011 to 2021, all these, you know, innovations in EVs is supposed to reduce the carbon emissions. I don't know. But if you go to that, yeah.
It's very simple. The world, the globe has frozen into a marble, and deeply 5 fucking times, all before mankind. Okay? We're currently at 400 parts per million of CO2, right? Which is one of the lowest readings in fucking history. Okay? None of the stuff that they said was going to happen when it was, you know, before it was climate change, it was global warming, but they couldn't prove that. Before it was global warming, it was global cooling, and they couldn't the name 3 fucking times to fit this bullshit political agenda that keeps taking money and power and freedom from people. Okay? There's not one thing, there's not one iota of truth to any of the sea level changes, you know, and hang on one second. There's not.
What are your thoughts on that the other year?
Hey, Green Candle, I actually got to take an important business call from overseas. So I'm going to catch you guys later, all right? We'll talk about ESG next Tuesday at 8. In case anybody doesn't know, every Tuesday at 8, we have the call. Follow Green Candle. You'll get a reminder on your timeline. We'll see you then. Take care, guys.
All right. Thanks, 3 Aces.
All right, guys.
All right, y'all. Yeah. On that note, yeah, I think it's getting pretty late here. We've been ripping for like 3 hours. I appreciate everybody every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So hope to see you guys back again next week. Thanks so much.
Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, good night.